Alright, here we go with the 285-pound matchup. Another heavier weight from Woodbridge out on the mat. Alex LaGrippo, senior at 23-3 on the season. And Mike Porcaro, another senior, 24-1 from Sayreville.
This is actually a rematch from a match that happened probably about a month, maybe 6 weeks ago.
Assuming Porcaro won that match, yes, because he is the top seed.
But from what I hear, it was a battle.
From the aggression here early, looks like we could have another one of those. Another set of big guys that move pretty well on the mat.
Once again, another Woodbridge kid that's been at the Beast of the East tournament, tough tournaments like Warren Hills, all those. So those guys have been wrestling some pretty tough competition.
LaGrippo with the experience. He was second place at 285 last year in this tournament. Won the district. He took 5-6, just missing out on that state tournament bid.
And actually, LaGrippo did place at the Beast of the East.
Porcaro wrestled behind his brother last year, who placed in the state, so unfortunately he didn't have the opportunity. But this year looks like he's motivated, and with that 24-1 record, he's wrestling well.
Gotten a chance to see Porcaro a couple times this year, dual meet, and at the East Brunswick tournament, where he beat the I believe the Montgomery heavyweight, who was a state place winner as well.
Right, you're right.
And on the way that, he beat the kid from Manville, Ty, as well.
So he's beating some good competition.
Yeah. So he's the real deal. Pretty good action for a heavyweight match first period.
Still 0-0. Porcaro wins the flip, takes defense.
Porcaro just tried to go for double unders. LaGrippo threw him off. Unfortunately, landed out of bounds.
Porcaro leading the match 1-0 with 1:30 left in the second period.
Got to believe that both of these coaches have a little game plan since they've run into each other before. Yeah, Porcaro beat LaGrippo 2-1 at the beginning of the season. Might have been sudden victory as well, or a ride out.
Needless to say, it was a one-point match. The way these guys are wrestling right now, it looks like it might be that way today. Still feeling each other out. No real offense yet, but
both guys showing a lot of good motion. Level changes.
30 seconds left in the second period. Porcaro leading 1-0.
think LaGrippo's another one of those Woodbridge guys that didn't grow up in the sport, kind of picked it up in high school. Big, strong football player, probably recruited by his coach. Turned into quite a wrestler. LaGrippo took down, start the third period.
He gets the escape to tie the match up 1-1. These guys with a lot of action by the edge of the mat there, trying to steal a takedown if they can.
LaGrippo possibly having a little deja vu. Lost to the older Porcaro last year. Can't get away from him. Another match that probably could have state implication if LaGrippo makes it through. But of course, Woodbridge has switched to the previous Region 3 over at Union. So they're not going to see each other in the region again.
This will be our second match heading to overtime with 15 seconds remaining in regulation. LaGrippo over unders, short time. One minute on the clock. Sudden victory point here will win the match. Porcaro did score first. So if it comes down to that far, he would have choice in that final overtime period.
Porcaro seems to be content with the tie-up while LaGrippo is going for a 2-on-1, trying to get to that leg. Porcaro's just so long, it's difficult.
I think Porcaro knows that he scored the first point, and he may be.
I think he should be aware of that.
Easily.
That may have been what happened in the first match. Let's see what LaGrippo does here.
10 seconds left in this first overtime.
I mean, at this point, these big guys are sweating a little bit, a little slippery.
LaGrippo has first choice here. Chooses defense. 30 seconds on the clock. Folks, it's our first time to the first 30-second period. You want to tell everybody about the rules here in overtime?
Yeah, so our overtime, you got a minute to score, which we just previously had on our feet. Then you got a 30-second ride out where you get a choice, and another 30-second ride out for the other guy. Kind of similar with football, where you got to kick a field goal to match a field goal. And then you go to another minute, and then you get a flip for actually the guy who scored first gets choice. He gets the choice to top bottom. Not a lot of guys would take neutral, but I guess you could. And then guy who scores wins.
So kick because LaGrippo scored there, they're going to continue to wrestle to 30 seconds up. And now Porcaro will have his shot to match the 1 point scored. If he can score more than that, he will win the match.
That's another thing to remember. These 30-second rideouts are not sudden death. They're not sudden death at all. And you can get on the ankle. We get a reversal by Porcaro. And he takes a bad shot on the line. I don't get that.
Porcaro with the reversal. And LaGrippo with the escape, making it 3-3 with 22 seconds remaining.
He gave him 2. The score is wrong. It should be 4-3. No, actually the score is correct because he got a reversal and then he let LaGrippo go. Wow. He gave him the 1. So whereas he'd be winning the match right now, he lets him go.
And it ties it back up. And so 3-3 with 10 seconds left.
And LaGrippo's going after him, trying to score here.
He knows that Porcaro has choice here in this last overtime. So now, correct me if I'm wrong, Porcaro scores, he wins. LaGrippo holds him down, he wins.
Exactly.
And that's it.
A great match. 2 big guys competed a lot. He competed well.
Good 285-pound match. Porcaro is your 285-pound GMC champion.